What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah, and we're gonna take you back. Do 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 do. Fantastic Four. Yeah, issue 107, and now the Thing. Check this out. Ready to rock and roll, strut and stroll. Yeah, the Thing is back, and it looks like the man is in control. But how long will he have this form for? Let's jump into it. Anyways, if you picked up the last issue, you realize that Human Torch had to freeze the Thing because they were in the middle of an experiment and they were interrupted because Sue was in danger. Actually, the whole city was in danger. But anyways, now is the time to see if they can fix Ben Grimm using the DNA of the Inhuman Crystal. Now, this is a crucial part in the experiment. Since it was frozen, they have to do a couple things. One, Torch has to melt everything. Not only that, turn it into steam. This is another fascinating use of his power. He's actually melting all the ice without it messing with the circuitry. So you get to see the Thing do a few things, but you also get to see Johnny do a few things. You get to see Reed do a few things, Sue. That's actually what I like about this run. This after issue 100, you really get to know their powers. But anyways, he starts the machine up. It kicks in. The lights hit. And the Thing turns back into Ben Grimm. Yeah, he is back. The ever-loving, blue-eyed Ben Grimm is back. Aunt Petunia's favorite nephew has returned. Yeah, and he's human, but Reed has a surprise for him. He says that his powers are like theirs now, that all he needs to do is simply concentrate. And it takes him a few seconds, and boom, his hand turns. His body starts to turn into rock. Yes, Ben Grimm can now control his form. So he is now both Ben Grimm and the Thing. Yes, he's become the orange rock monster and he could turn human. And his girlfriend Allison is back in the building. And you know Thing's happy about this. He could turn human, and now he looks for a new wardrobe, of course. Reed's hooked him up. That's a good friend, you know. He throws on something a little swanky, and they're going to go out and do some hanky-panky, if you know what I'm saying. You got to give it to Ben, you know. He's probably been waiting for a while. Anyways, Torch is still broken up about losing Crystal. You know what? I am too. I am really broken up about that. She was a bomb member of the Fantastic Four. It's really sad to see her leave. I'm about as sad as Johnny is. Anyways, Sue's trying to talk to Reed, and Reed's just being rude. I mean, he is just deep in his experiments, and this pisses Sue off, rightfully so. I mean, why are you gonna piss off a dime piece like that? Anyways, she gets back in her ship. She goes off, you know, takes off to Miss Harkness, Agatha Harkness, the sorceress, because she's watching her kid, you know, have a little time away from Reed. Anyways, Thing is on the train, and of course, he decides to shift his powers, and it just scares the hell out of people. And I guess this is a little payback, you know, on Ben's perspective, because people have been gawking at him for years, so, you know, a little bit of payback here and there. Anyways, of course, you know, these guys are trying to hijack a truck. They begin firing at him, and this is where the Thing turns into the Thing, and he flips out. I mean, he just flips out. And he just starts going to war. And I'm talking Incredible Hulk levels of pissed off. He starts ripping up the truck. He starts smashing everything in. He literally beats the brakes off these people. And that's when Allison realizes that it might be too much. That they're wondering exactly how far he's willing to take this. And she's actually scared for the first time in her life. This Thing almost killed these people. And he has been acting weird. He turns back into his human form and drops Allison off. And he is actually just dragging her. And yes, you too can have muscles. You too can learn how to work out. All you have to do is drop that jelly donut and get your ass to a gym. See? I do advertisements too. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Reed is actually working on an experiment. He gets a call from Janus. Yeah, this guy's Janus. Yeah, there was a big build-up for it. That's why I didn't give it any, circumstance. This guy pops out of nowhere. He's a scientist. He's demanding to see the negative zone. There's something that Reed doesn't know, I guess. He shows him the negative zone, and it's just kind of like an H.P. Lovecraft dimension. That's the best way to put it. There's a lot of weird creatures and a lot of messed up stuff there. It's like basically stepping into an H.P. Lovecraft dream. Anyways, back to business. Reed explains that in a king-size issue, and I might start covering a few of these here and there, that Annihilus attacked, and basically he's one of the rulers or warlords of this area. The Fantastic Four did beat him back, but there was just too many creatures. There was just too many things, too many big things, too many small things in the negative verse. It wasn't their home. They needed to escape. Even though they got one over on Annihilus, it was sort of a draw because they did not take him out of power. They just managed to beat him back enough to escape. And this is where this guy pulls out a laser beam made out of plastic. Yep, laser beam made out of plastic and a few other toys. You know, a few other circuits, things like that. Anyways, yeah, he knocks out Reed and he steps into the negative verse. And yeah, Sue decides to go invisible. And Franklin sees her. And this is kind of the first clue about Franklin's abilities. You know, Agatha says that he's very alert. And Sue suspects she knows something else. And, you know, she's linked into the knowing of things, so of course she does. Of course, Johnny gets there, and of course, Johnny's pissed off about Crystal. Things just being a jerk. And Reed stops him, tells him, you know, he'll give him some more of what, you know, the good old stretchy man can do. And he tells him that someone has entered the negative verse. So they delay the Donnybrook, and now they say that Janus is the most dangerous human of all. And I'd like to really find out why. Why? Well, I guess we'll have the answer to that next time, won't we? And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah!